Dieting is a really bad idea if you want to lose some weight, and in this video I'm going to tell you everything about why this is the case. The human body has spent billions of years developing various mechanisms to prevent it from losing fat and from losing weight, so you can't just go against these mechanisms. In this video I'm going to explain to you the main reasons why your diet isn't working, and at the end of the video I'm going to share with you the ultimate hack how you can still make it work even though you as a human being is genetically not programmed to lose weight. So if you're interested to find out how this works, then keep watching. Also, before diving in straight into the video, click that subscribe button and let's dive straight in. As I've just said, guys, diets are doomed to fail, and all diets fail sooner or later. 100% chance that when you're done dieting, you're going to gain back all the weight that you have lost, even more, because numerous studies have shown how this works, and in this video I'm going to explain to you the scientific reasons behind why you usually can't keep the weight off even when you have lost it. But first things first, let me be clear that a temporary reduction in your weight is not a success. Even when you manage to lose some weight and you reach a target weight or like a target size, this is not a success because, as I said, the moment you stop dieting, you're most probably going to go back into your normal routine and you're going to gain back all the weight that you have lost. To me, a success means something that you can maintain for the rest of your life, and a goal weight and a target weight that you can actually maintain in the long run. So not just reach it and then gain back all the weight, but actually maintain it. However, how is that possible? Because as I said, the human body is just not meant to lose weight. So let's go and dive into the first factor, which is preventing you from losing too much fat as a human being and keeping it off, and what you can do in order to hack the system. Imagine that you are going on a diet and you start restricting food, or you start counting calories and macros, or you start eliminating certain food groups, or whatever it is that you fancy. At some point, sooner or later, you are going to realize that food starts looking way too good to you, and food porn starts looking extra porny, and you start being so obsessed with thoughts about food, and you see food everywhere and you just want to eat all these kinds of foods and at once, and they're usually like high calorie, nice burgers and pizza and brownies and all that kind of stuff. This is inevitable and it's going to happen sooner or later, and it has to do a lot with three hormones in your body. So again, this is a biological response. You cannot change that. Your body is just programmed to do that. The three hormones that I'm going to talk about is leptin, ghrelin, and cortisol. And these hormones are responsible for regulating your hunger, regulating your fullness, and also your stress levels. So how is that related to your diet and why your diet is not working long term? Is because of the following reasons. Let me first explain to you what these hormones are supposed to do in your body. Leptin is the hormone that is being produced from your body when you have basically eaten enough, right? So leptin makes you feel satisfied and satiated. So leptin is the hormone that makes you feel full, and that, gives you that feeling of, oh, I have eaten enough, I'm satisfied and I'm good. So the more leptin your body naturally produces, the fuller you're going to feel and the more satisfied you're going to feel, and also the less hungry you're going to feel. Now, ghrelin is the hunger hormone. So you can imagine ghrelin like this little dwarf that is sitting on your shoulder and is constantly hungry and it's constantly thinking about food and is constantly making you eat. So that's ghrelin. And the higher the ghrelin, so the more present it is in your body, the more hungry you are going to be. So when leptin decreases, that means that you are not going to be as satisfied and satiated, and when ghrelin increases, you are going to be more hungry. And the longer you diet, the greater the disbalance between these hormones becomes. So your body is naturally programmed to produce more ghrelin the moment when you start restricting food for too long. What does cortisol do? Cortisol is the stress hormone, and our bodies produce cortisol in moments of stress, right? So studies have shown that people that have been on a diet for way too long are producing higher levels of cortisol, so they're also more sensitive to cortisol. And what that does is, whenever you start restricting food for way too long, your body's cortisol levels rise, so you crave the natural feeling of reward after, for example, binging. So that means that you're going to crave more food, you're going to crave high calorie food like cookies, pasta, whatever it is that you like, and chances are that you're going to have binge-related thoughts, and that is very, very tightly related to your cortisol levels, because the higher the cortisol, the more binge-related thoughts that you're going to have, because your body just craves the psychological effects of reward after a binge. Again, the longer you're on a diet, the more difficult it becomes to control these kind of emotions and these kind of thoughts, or the higher the chances that you're going to give in and destroy all your progress. So studies have also shown that even 1 year after a diet has been finished, that these 3 hormones are still not back to their levels where they used to be before the diet has started. So you can imagine 1 whole year and your hormones are still out of whack. So your body's mechanisms are really good in preventing you from losing weight. So there's a reason for that. There's also a reason why you cannot stick to your diet. And most important, and most probably the first reason, has to do with these 3 hormones. The second reason why your diet fails and why you cannot stick to it and why you can't keep the weight off is your metabolism and your energy expenditure. And here I'm going to be talking about 3 different things. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is your resting metabolic rate. The second thing is thermic effect of physical activity, and the third thing is the thermic effect of food. Your resting metabolic rate is basically all the calories that you need for your basic functions, right? So your body needs calories in order to breathe, in order for your heart to beat, in order for you to just exist. So that usually takes quite some energy, and a lot more energy than people suspect it could take. So this is called the basal metabolic rate. The thermic effect of physical activity is basically all the energy that your body needs in order for you to do basic things in your life. Like, for example, go down the stairs, or like pick up a plate, or stand up and pick up something and go back to the couch. So basically the small movements that we make on a daily basis that we don't really realize, even me moving my hands right now, is also thermic effect of physical activity. So that means that your body needs energy in order to support these activities, right? And the last thing that I'm going to be talking about is thermic effect of food. So the thermic effect of food is the energy that your body needs in order to digest food. These 3 things are very, very important when it comes to dieting, because first of all, your basal metabolic rate is always going to decrease the longer you are on a diet, which means that your body becomes more and more efficient in supporting basic functions like breathing, like your heartbeat, like your hair growth, nail growth, that kind of stuff. And you are going to require less and less calories in order for your body to support these same things with time. So the longer you're on a diet, the more efficient your body is going to become in that. So the less calories your body is actually going to burn. The same thing happens with the thermic effect of physical activity. So the longer you are on a diet, the more efficient your body is going to become in burning calories from simple activities like, for example, going down the stairs or standing up. You are going to naturally start avoiding these movements. So you are subconsciously going to start avoiding simple things like, for example, picking up to get a glass of water. You're gonna be like, no, I can also not do it. Like, I don't want to do it. I'm too lazy. And it sounds very extreme, but subconsciously you're going to limit the amount of activities that you perform on a daily basis in order to save energy. So your body, your brain is literally going to force you to move less. And the third thing that I'm going to talk about is, of course, the thermic effect of food. So the less food that you eat, the less calories that your body is going to burn digesting this food. So yeah, guys, these 3 things, the resting metabolic rate, the thermic effect of food, and the thermic effect of physical activity, are super important when it comes to losing weight, because the longer you are on a diet, the more efficient your body is going to become in burning calories. And some tissue is more metabolically active than other tissue in your body. Like, for example, your muscle burns more calories in rest, so your body requires more calories in order to support you if you have more muscle mass than if you have more fat. So the higher the fat percentage, the lower calories your body needs to support it in order for you to keep living, right? So you always want to have as high muscle mass as possible, because that means that you're going to burn more calories in rest. But in any case, the longer you diet, the more efficient your body is going to become in burning calories. And this is something that you cannot change, and you cannot avoid that. It's just a natural response of the human body. And the third thing that I'm going to be talking about, which is extremely important, and also another reason why your diet is not going to work and it's never going to work, is the adaptive thermogenesis. And that means that basically your body is super smart. It is programmed to avoid starvation. So the same processes in your body are going to take less and less and less energy in order to be executed. Your body has taken billions and billions of years to develop these mechanisms, guys. So as I said in the beginning of the video, you cannot just go against them. This is something that is inevitably going to happen. Your body is going to change. So at the end of the diet, you're going to require even less maintenance calories than when you started. And people often think that when they have reached their goal weight, right, they can suddenly start eating as much as they did before the diet started. However, this is definitely not the case, because your body has just generally less tissue, so it needs less calories in order to function. The smaller you are, the lighter you are, the less calories you need in order to function. And this is the reality. And yes, you can train your metabolism in order for it to be faster. I have made videos on that before, so you can check out my channel. Yes, you can build muscle mass so that you can burn more calories in rest. However, in general, the smaller you are and the lighter you are, the less calories that you are going to need in order to support your vital functions and also to do sports and also that kind of stuff. Also, some studies suggest that there are additional energy reductions beyond what is expected from the logical things that I just explained, and you can dive in deeper into the research if you're into that. However, I'm not going to go into details in this topic, but with this video, I just want to point you in the direction of, okay, there are a couple of things that are extremely important, and these are vital mechanisms of human body, and there is no way that I can go against them when I start dieting. So when you understand that, then you are ready to actually think, okay, what can I do in order to reach my goal and, you know, feel better in my skin and become healthier and become fitter. There's good news, and the good news is that change isn't impossible. You just need to look at it differently. As I said, to me, losing weight and reaching some target weight is not a success. Success is being able to maintain a sustainable change and being able to maintain a fit and healthy body for the rest of your life. This is a success. So how can you make sure that you get there even after everything I have just said about how your body is preventing you from losing fat and all that kind of stuff? Well, guys, the first thing that you need to know is that dieting is a really bad idea. So we don't talk about dieting, we talk about changes in your lifestyle that are sustainable, that are going to contribute to you reaching your goals and to creating a healthier, more balanced lifestyle. So say no to crash diets, stop chasing quick fixes, stop chasing detoxes and some supplements that promise you amazing, miraculous results within 3 weeks time, because this is never going to work. So start investing time into learning what's actually good for your body, into how you can support your body into becoming the best version of yourself, how you can give your body everything it needs in order to function properly. So the nutrition, so dive deep into the different kinds of nutrients and what your body needs in the different phases of your menstrual cycle, for example, or before and after your workouts. So learning how to eat intuitively is actually nothing less than just learning how to nourishing your body while being able to enjoy less nutritious foods once in a while without guilt. So without trying to compensate for the calories or without constantly restricting chocolate or cakes or cookies or whatever it is that you love to eat and binging on them sooner or later. This is intuitive eating, being able to eat healthy and give your body everything it needs to function properly while enjoying less nutritious foods without guilt. This is the only way that you can maintain a fit and healthy body for the rest of your life. And the second thing that I want to talk about, how you can actually achieve your goal even after everything I've just said, is that you need to focus on body recomposition. And what is body recomposition? It is changing your body and turning the fat into muscle, so to speak. High lifting weights and working out regularly and focusing on compound exercises and a good program at the gym or outside or at home or whatever it is where you like to work out. Consistently working out and focusing on building muscle mass, focusing on becoming stronger, faster, more efficient, focusing on reaching a certain fitness goal, what is going to ensure that you turn the fat that you have into muscle. So your body is going to literally change its composition. That's why it's called body recomposition. I will insert an example of me before lifting weights and me after lifting weights, and you will know what I'm talking about. So this is something which is extremely crucial, and it goes hand in hand with eating intuitively, because you need to fuel those workouts and you need to eat right in order for your body body to be able to turn fat that you have into muscle and to reach that body recomposition. Eating intuitively and combining that with structured training aimed towards your body's recomposition is going to be the only way you can reach your fitness goals, even though your body is just genetically not supposed to be losing fat and keeping it off. And also, I want to mention something important. I help women get in the best shape of their life without dieting, without hunger, and without restricting food. So if you're somebody who is struggling with your weight and who wants to break free from the dieting mindset and who wants to reach her physique goals and her best shape ever, then I want to encourage you to schedule a free one-on-one call with me. We're going to be talking about your goals, about your dieting history, about your relationship with food, and I am going to help you and give you tips and advice how you can get there. So don't hesitate to schedule this free conversation with me. I'm going to leave a link to it down below in the description. And also, if you haven't yet, download my free ebook. It has 5 simple, easy steps you can apply right now to reach the best shape of your life without dieting, without hunger, without restricting food. I'm also going to leave a link to it down below in the description. Also, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.